Hi, I'm Jerica Glacier, your licensed massage therapist with Gulf Harbor's Therapeutic Massage. Let's talk emotional self-care. So when you practice emotional self-care, it's anything that helps you what? Process your emotions, of course. If you don't practice emotional self-care, it makes it much easier for negative thoughts to take root. When that happens, it can negatively affect your personal and professional relationships. But not only that, when you are emotionally stressed, that stress does affect your muscles and can take root in one muscle group, particularly depending on what's going on. So when that happens, you can actually be getting massaged for the first time, let's say, and you will start crying on the table. Now, I don't want to say that to scare you. It doesn't happen all the time. I've never experienced that as a massage therapist, but it's pretty common knowledge through massage therapists that talk. There's even some massage therapists that specialize in emotional stress. And they will be working on one area, and when that area starts to loosen up, you start crying because that's where you're holding all of this unprocessed emotion that you've had. And it's definitely not fun, but there is a way to prevent it, is practicing self-care. Now you might be thinking, Jerica, that doesn't make any sense. How can you be holding emotions somewhere and then you just start crying? I would never do such a thing. Maybe you wouldn't, but let me give you an example of how this could happen. Now, this is going to be an extreme example. Not everyone's going to have this, but it's going to be able to put it in perspective. So, let's say you have been abused and your abuser is constantly walking up behind you and squeezing your shoulder when they talk to you or placing their hand on your shoulder, kind of thing. So, if you are in an abusive relationship, and that constantly happens from them, you are always going to be tensed up. You're always going to tense, and specifically, it's going to be that shoulder. It's going to just tense, and everything around it is going to be tense. Okay? So they're the ones who are making this happen, and guess what? Anytime anyone ever touches you there or brushes up against you or anything like that, you're going to tense. So here you are, all tensed up, and you finally come in for a massage because, hey, you're in a lot of pain and you just cannot deal, you can't work, you can't do anything. You're going to get massaged, and we're going to work that shoulder, of course, and the whole area around it, and then you can start crying. That's going to start to relax, and you are going to start crying. It could happen, and that's an example of why that would happen. When you're in that situation, you are not processing your emotions, and you just can't, pretty much, okay? So that's why emotional self-care is so important. And tomorrow you are going to get a few examples of what you can do to implement emotional self-care into your life and how to do it.